about a return, then thought better of it. He'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Miami! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick six on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the defense doing work.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Snap in the shotgun. Got it in the middle. It's Martinez. Tackled there by the defense. They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Off play action on first down. He fires to the left side. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for the...
Fires and picked off. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Clemson. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent.
Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Oh, he's going to take a chance. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Looking to pass. It's Ward. Gets it out quickly. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Martinez on the carry. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. And the Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw.
And that's a live ball. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field, score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
And this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. He'll start this drive firing. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Offense gets set for second down. Dropping back, it's Ward. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Pulls it in. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And that's the beauty of running play action. Everybody sucks up, plays the run, and you get to slip that tight end down the field with a full head of steam, make a big play.
To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Martinez. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. On second down, he'll let it fly. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And this one splits the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll call for the fair catch here. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami 16, Clemson 14.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. To the air, it's Klubnik. Trying to get to it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Takes it on the return. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. The Canes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll run play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run, quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy catch.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll throw it on 1st down. Sends it downfield. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. Coming after it. They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Like, if you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Off play action. Lofts one high and deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
On 3rd down, going up top. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Clemson jumps to the line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Trying to punch it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Into the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tigers!
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone. Out as he stopped at the 13. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Wow, what a big play. And how about the hit stick tackle right there? That's one this offense is going to remember.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Flips it out to the back. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Arroyo. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Looking to throw it again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. The Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. Defense not showing press coverage. Grabbed over the middle. It's Martinez. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll try to get the first through the air. Hines is back in the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He unleashes a long one. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep getting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting.
Looking deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right?
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. There was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big play.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The DBs will back off a bit. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Ward. He's got an open man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. He got it. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime.
That makes the score Miami 26, Clemson 21.
Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. go for the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. They'll ride the hot hand. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Looking for a man. It's Ward. Throws to the tight end. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quickly complete. Across the 25, he's got room. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Canes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. It's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And they get him down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
Field goal is good.
Miami, 29. Clemson, 21.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Fair catch called for and made. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Shakes off the tackler. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the 1st.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's going to throw deep right side. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Was to pass. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
They were trying to throw to get that 2-point conversion. It falls incomplete, and you got to wonder, was that the right decision to go for 2?
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Back to pass, it's Ward. Throws to the back. Got a man. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The Canes want to pick up the tempo.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
And back to the air on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He'll just keep slinging it. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And the Canes are flying down the field. He wants to throw. Looking deep. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Miami. And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. How about the Renaissance? renaissance of the tight ends. Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can. They're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I'll tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches, so he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks the...
And they got him for the sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
To the air, it's Klubnik. They're setting up the screen. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Yeah, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
Give to the running back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's gotten ready for a first down. The Hurricanes headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He wants it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. You've got to make great field position.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They'll line up to go for two. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
27.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity, on fourth down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your two-possession lead.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Back to throw, it's Ward. Touchdown, Kane! And the pummeling. Quick timeout by the defense there. How about this? These guys are going for 2. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead.